Wrestling is one of the oldest sports around. Its origins go back to the early ages of man. This grapple-type fighting style is fueled by man's urge to fight for what is theirs. Wrestling has evolved into more than just an urge to fight. It has become one of the toughest sports. Exactly how tough is wrestling, and what does it take to be a wrestler?
If I had to describe my toughest practice, it'd probably include a lot of sprinting and live wrestling.
Kroll, our coach, really makes us work hard, and he makes us push to our limits where it all becomes a mental thing.
Right after we warm up, start doing sprints, then get in your weight line, get in a group of 3, group of 4, wrestle live for about 20 minutes or so, back to back to back, keep going, more running, more wrestling, so just kind of non-stop break. The toughest matches are when you're head to head all 3 rounds. You know, you get a takedown, you're 2-0, and you're like, yes, I'm winning, and then they take you down, now it's 2-2, you know, and there's 10 seconds left and you guys are tied and you have to go for a shot, he has to go for a shot, and you guys are just battling, and then next thing you know, round's over, you go into overtime, and it's like sudden death. You know, if he takes me down, I'm out. If I take him down, he's out. So that's when your mental toughness really kicks in, and who's the tougher man, who's gonna go after you and get that win. So those are definitely the hardest ones for me.
I had this one tough match where we were tied the whole match. We go to overtime, and sudden death overtime. All I could think was shoot, and I shot. I got a takedown, and I won the match. That match was really hard, probably the hardest match I had. The
coaches always talk about, you know, every single day you're gonna be pushed to the line. The line is kind of the limit where most people would turn around. So the toughest part is kind of like going past that line every single day. So working hard, even when your body's telling you not to.
To me, something that I see wrestlers as tough, I see them out there on the mat, I see them, they get an injury, they get a bloody nose, they get a cut eye, something, they keep on wrestling. They're dead tired and they still continue to push on into the grind and persevere throughout it.
You have to keep fighting and keep going, and that's kind of what's the great thing about wrestling, is it teaches you what the real world is going to be like.
When I think of wrestling and I think of somebody that's tough, it's probably after practices when they come out of the room and their clothes are a whole different color because of so much sweat.
Wrestling is a mental sport. You just gotta believe in yourself and you can do it.
You gotta want it more than the other kid, and it all becomes who has the more condition and who wants it more, I guess.
Wrestling's tough. If it wasn't everybody would be doing it, is what most people say. So yeah, it is a tough sport, but it's definitely well worth it.
If I could describe wrestling in a few words, I would describe it as the most rewarding sport.
If I could describe wrestling in one word, I would say awesome. Just pure awesome.
Wrestling is perseverance.
Wrestling is powerful.
Challenging.
Determination.
Wrestling is tough, only if you make it tough.
I really think wrestling is tough because it really pushes you to your limits. And it's always about pushing that line that you have in your mind one step further every single practice we have.
I do think wrestling is a tough, challenging sport, but that's the great thing about it because great rewards come from it.